know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. The Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Komet, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 41.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
To the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
On the play. First down, Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Delayed game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll look to throw again. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Lions 3, Bears 0.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Yay on for the point.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A gain of
14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
What was that, man?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run here with Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And they'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices when we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, crackers, Tel Aviv.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Recovered by Detroit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field, we're just going to see a knee, and that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we reach halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
That one good for 26 and a first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
Gain of 14.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Lions add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
A chance for us to look at the Lions defense again. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's good for a Chicago Bear.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run with Dobbins. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears now ready to take over again. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
42-yard.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Lions 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds Gronk. 7 yards, the pickup there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
Give him 30 yards there.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. So we talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and 1. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From a yard out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Fumbled on the play.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Down at the 20.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 9-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Detroit.
So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A loss of 8 yards.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
There he goes right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
At the 30-yard line.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions defense now back onto the field. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
1-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Komet, the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. Screenplay, Johnson. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, it's a fantastic start as they roll.